Today, let's talk Pinterest strategy. I am sure, especially if you're new, you have heard people say, get yourself a Pinterest strategy. Maybe if you're a seasoned person with Pinterest marketing, you've heard, what's your Pinterest strategy? It feels very elusive and big and complicated. But today we're going to break it down into a really simple way for you to create your own Pinterest strategy, which is great because I believe then you can benchmark your growth based on what you set your strategy to be. Hello there, I am Kate All from Simple Pin Media. If you are new here, we are a Pinterest marketing agency and we've been doing Pinterest marketing now for over 10 years. So we take everything we've learned from that experience and we bring it here to share with you how you can leverage Pinterest for your business in order to grow. We believe that Pinterest is a super powerful tool. We believe it should be in every business's marketing suite of options. And so we aim to make it easier for people to do that. Alrighty, let's dive in. So what do we mean when we say strategy? What I like to define it as, it's your why. Why are you using the platform? Why do you even want to invest in Pinterest? Why does it make sense for you to choose to spend your time on Pinterest? And then from there saying, this is how I'm going to achieve that goal with these steps. This is how I'm going to get there. The number one thing you need to do when you get started is get a business account. Pinterest will tell you that you cannot do any type of business on Pinterest without a business account. Some people will come to us with a lot of experience with Instagram and they will say, well, do I need a creator account? Do I need a personal account? Or do I need a business account? When it comes to Pinterest, there are just two. There's a personal account and there's a business account. If you are doing business, you want that. You want a business account. Number one, you get really great analytics. It's better and better all the time. You get access to a lot of information that can help you serve your customer and get a connection to your website. Your profile looks different than a personal one. You get to have this header image. You get to fill out all these details. And it's a really good way for you to set the foundation for your business. And here's a great thing too. You don't really have to mess with it all that often. Once you set it to what your brand is, your website, you claim your business account, all of that stuff, then you're good to go. By the way, we have a start series that's going to walk you through all of this. So if you are listening to me talking about even setting up the business account and you're like, I'm already overwhelmed, just know that after you watch this video, if you go to simplepinmedia.com/start, that is a really great way for you to see me walking through how you can do all this. All right, number two is really to understand who your audience is or who your avatar is. I know these days it can feel like it's shifting all the time, but let's say that you are targeting busy moms who want to menu plan throughout the week and they need 15-minute meals, 20-minute meals that serve a family of 4. You just know that that's who you're targeting. When you can do that, then you can start to do the research to see either what is already out there on Pinterest or maybe what you need to create for them that they're searching for. So having that in your head helps you first know, okay, I'm going to use Pinterest because I know that my ideal consumer is over there. My busy mom is looking for recipe ideas. She's looking for meal plans and she's looking for meals that are 15 minutes or less. And I want to get in front of her so that she can come visit my website and be part of my community. Number three is you want to look for the trends and the keywords that this busy mom is searching. Is she actually searching what is the best 15-minute meal, or is she searching 5-ingredient dinners, 5-ingredient lunches, quick and easy breakfast for kids? What is she searching? Okay, where do you go to find that information? Number one, they have a great tool called Trends. We'll put the URL here. It's trends.pinterest.com. And it is so fun to play around with. I think this is probably a great tool, not only for you to find keywords, but also future content that you're going to want to create for your end user, right? If you're dry on ideas, go to the Trends tool. We have a video all about what Pinterest Trends is, so we'll put that down below in the description. Now, when you are going through and setting up your business profile and all those kinds of things, think about what keywords you're going to use on each one of your boards. We think of boards like buckets. They house certain topics, right? So if we're targeting this busy mom, then we want to have a board that's around quick breakfasts, quick dinners, quick snacks, quick lunches. Those are like our foundational ones. And then if we want to branch out and do 5-ingredient, maybe you want to go with this theme. In fact, here's an example. We had a client who early on, she was using Pinterest to really figure out who her audience was. Like, what were they going to engage in? And she created this 8 easy overnight oat recipes. And she did this fantastic image where she showed all 8. She had the number 8 and it took off like crazy. People loved the recipes. They loved that there were 8 of them. They could get creative. So she took that and she created 8 easy salad dressings, 8 easy side dips, or, dips, sides, side dishes, whatever you want to call it. But she kept going with this theme of 8 because what she knew was that her audience liked this small roundup. They didn't want 50. They didn't want 100. I see that on Pinterest every once in a while where people are like, here's 100 breakfast recipes. Nope, pass. Your busy mom saw 100 and she's like, I'm out. So maybe for you, you want to go along with that theme of 5 ingredient breakfasts and digging deeper into that. So now you have 8 boards that you can work with. You can take and you can search that on trends, and you can search in the search bar on Pinterest. You can go over there, you can put in keywords, and it has search prediction. It shows you what people are searching. Take at least 1 hour and just do some creative research on what types of keywords you're going to use, what type of themes you're going to go with, topics. That really helps you understand what the user audience is looking for. Here's another quick tip to think about is when you're searching for something and you put in keywords and there's really nothing coming up, that gives you an indication that either that is a keyword that Pinterest is not showing to people or people actually aren't searching it. So don't use that as a keyword. So let's say they are searching 15-minute breakfast. Put that in and then see what's there. It's not step number 4. It's like 3.5. You want to also look at what colors people are using. I love this. Remember when this whole like millennial pink was like super, it was everywhere. It was like you would search things. It was just this huge shade of pink. You want to be a little bit of an outlier. Of course, you want to go with like what the movement, like what's popular. I keep seeing the word demure around everywhere right now. It's like coming up everywhere. It's okay to use those things. But also remember that that person made a decision to be an outlier. They stepped out. So you never know when what you're creating is going to be a little bit different than the rest. So look at the colors everybody else is using and just think, how can I be a little bit different? All right, now we have our business account. Now we have the profile set up, and now we have a target of where we're going. So make sure that your profile, again, if you are new to this, we have the start sequence. We walk you all through all of this. But essentially, if I was to come to your Pinterest profile, also called your Pinterest page, and I hopped on there, would I know what you're about? Would I instantly connect and say, oh, she serves busy moms. She is going to help them menu plan. She's going to help them with recipes. Like she is the go-to. I have a great friend. This is a good example, a good segue here. She does $5 dinners and it is everywhere. I know that Erin talks about how to help families do $5 dinners. And so how can you be that recognizable to know, oh, this is what you talk about? Make sure that your profile reflects that. So one of the things that makes Pinterest really effective, what really moves the needle forward, is creating content. I know today when someone says create content, you think video, you think blog posts. When it comes to Pinterest, one of the most effective ways to get in front of people, the type of content that works the best is a blog post. I know some people are like, ugh, that feels like it's going to be 3,000 words. It's going to take forever. Don't think about that. Think about how many words is it going to take me to communicate how this mom can make a 15-minute meal, how she can easily build a grocery list, or maybe you have tips about menu planning, but really she's trying to figure out, okay, what is the 15-minute breakfast, 15-minute egg dish? She's going to come to that and she's going to look through, and she wants to see that you are the resource for creating 15-minute meals or 5 ingredient or whatever it is. Just be very specific on who you're targeting by creating content that you can put on Pinterest. I want to recap a few things here because we're talking about how to create a strategy, right? You know why you're using Pinterest. You've set up your business account and your profile to reflect your branding. You've now searched keywords. You've looked on trends. You know that you have an optimized Pinterest profile, and now you're creating content. Here's a great part about that creating content part. You might already have quite a bit. We've met with clients who have come to us and they've been grinding it out with Instagram and TikTok, and they're ready to go to a different type of platform like Pinterest. They don't need to start creating new content for Pinterest. Pinterest because when we go to their website, they already have a lot of great content. So in that case, you're just creating images that might be different than what you were putting on Instagram. If you already created content, just make that small tweak of creating now an image for Pinterest that leads them to your content. But if you're new and you haven't created any content, you're going to have to write a blog post. Let me make a note about video here. Video definitely can be repurposed onto Pinterest as content. I think it's great. Just remember to link it somewhere. It's got to go back to your website. So whether or not that is a blog post, or if like you're a seller and you have a product that you're showcasing in your video, you want to have it go back to the product listing. So that's what I mean with creating content and getting into this system. We have found over and over with our clients, those who create new content at a consistent cadence, they do far better than those who create content once every month or once every 2 months or once every quarter. They tend to be pretty flat or very, very slow growth. So the more you're creating content, the better your Pinterest results will be. Okay, now we have content. Here's the deal. You're probably wondering, how many times a day do I put that on Pinterest? What scheduling tool do I use? We have a lot of videos covering that. So we're going to link that down below in the description for you to go watch those videos when you are ready to take that step. But if you haven't done these steps before up to this point, don't worry about how many pins per day. It's a common thing that people ask when people are talking about a Pinterest strategy. I've heard it time and time again. People say, yeah, I've got a really great Pinterest strategy. And the other person responds with, how many times do you pin per day? That is the last thing I want you to think about. If you have not optimized your profile, if you have not nailed your images, if you don't know your audience or avatar, you have no business asking how many pins per day because it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to make your business grow using Pinterest. It's like putting the cart before the horse. Don't ask it. So if you are at the point where you're ready to dive into scheduling, watch those videos below. The last is measuring and analyzing how you're growing, right? So your strategy is your own. Your business is unique. Your position on Pinterest is unique, your keywords, your content creation cadence, it's all unique to you. So I want you to benchmark your analytics based on you. How fast do you want to grow on Pinterest? What are your expectations? What do you want to get from Pinterest? Email subscribers? Do you just want to get traffic? Do you just want to make sales? I want you to look at your analytics both in Pinterest and then on the website that you are directing them to at least once a month. I would not recommend looking at them any more often than once a month. And then you want to look at quarter over quarter. You want to look at half year over half year and then year over year. Are you growing? Is it growing in the way that you want? Are you getting these consistent results? That's a really important thing for you to think about if you want to accurately measure growth. So benchmark against yourself, not against somebody else. If you are interested in creating a Pinterest strategy that works for your business and you are new to Pinterest marketing, go grab our Start series that I've mentioned a couple times already. These are videos that we set up purposely because we know these are the things you need to do before you grow your Pinterest account. We don't want you to get down the line. We don't want you to get confused. So this is really a great way to set you up for success. Just click the link below or go to simplepinmedia.com/start. Alrighty, good luck. And I know you're going to create a great Pinterest strategy.